Ooh, baby. Full screen.
All right. Full screening.
Spoiling me with that California internet.
The fiber optic.
Ooh,
It is.
that's a gig a second at least. Hot dog.
Second mark. All right. Okay, we have choices. Do we want to play Choice RPG? I think. Where's the no button?
Should we go through the tutorial for the sake of the video?
Tutorial.
We should do
Sure.
a tutorial.
Yeah, that tutorial. Let's go.
Okay, choice.
Luke.
Oh, look at that sexy man.
Game. You and your friends will take on the role of 4 fantasy characters and play through an interactive story, making choices that
He's
take
a
us
man.
forward. Some paths lead to triumph and rewards. Other paths lead to death. Let me show you how it works. Let's say you're playing as some random character. I don't know, make something up. Harry Hotter, the human sorcerer. You're progressing through the story, having adventures, and then a noseless dark wizard appears and tries to murder you. At this point, the YouTube suggested videos will appear on the screen presenting 3 options. You can either punch
Turn
him,
him
call the
into a
police, or turn him into a newt. When these options appear, you will pause the video, think about your choice, and then choose the option you want. That will lead to another video where your choice goes into effect. So first things first, you'll need to set up a shared screen to play on, where all the players can watch the story together. A smart TV or computer monitor is recommended, but a phone can work. You can also stream your screen virtually if you're playing online through an app such as Discord.
Like us.
You'll need to be able to select video recommendations at the end of each video in order to proceed with the story. If you need to, pause to set up your shared screen now.
We did it.
We did it. We beat the
Each
game.
player needs to choose a character. It is recommended that 4 people play Choice RPG, each choosing one character for themselves. If needed, you can have one person play multiple characters, or you can have multiple people share one character, but every character must be played by somebody. The characters are Fingolfin, the wise elf wizard, Arin, the devout dwarf war priest, Grimbrick, the daring goblin berserker, and Phantom, the mischievous human assassin.
Let's pause
Each character
there and
has
decide
strengths,
ours.
weaknesses, and unique.
Boy. All right. I will play as the goblin.
Goblin. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. I can go last.
Josiah, who do you want?
I'm gonna be Arin, the dwarvish war priest.
Okay. I'll do Fingolfin then.
I'll be Phantom.
Josiah, thank you so much. You're the first person to not have her be the last pick.
Honestly, if Josiah didn't pick her, I would have. But yeah,
It's just because it's a fantasy world, so nobody wants to be short unless they're a goblin.
nobody wants to be a dwarf and a war priest together. So that sounds like an incredibly stubborn and frustrating character.
It's the eyes. Look, she's seen some shit. You know, I'll play a PTSD character.
her god commandeth destruction.
Oh, you have no idea.
She hears the whisperings. She's like, "Oh, you want me to do what to the orc children?"
Mother, I crave violence.
All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Odin, who'd you pick? I'm sorry.
Personalities that
I am Phantom.
Okay. Go ahead. Carry on.
guide the choices available to them. Pause if you need to. Go ahead and choose your characters now.
Hey.
We're ahead of the game.
I know.
Once you've chosen your character, you'll need a character sheet, which consists of a notes page and a level 1 stats page. For this, you'll either need a phone or a piece of paper. Let's review the character sheet briefly.
Oh
Your
no.
stats show how good your character is at certain
I'm just gonna.
Hang on.
I gotta go grab my phone. Be right back.
I'm just gonna take a picture when mine comes up.
That was a very quick panic from the group. We need writing utensils. Who would have thought?
I'm literally in my office.
Uh-huh. All right, my phone is charged. Yes.
All right. Does it need to be paper? Can it be cardboard?
Since I'm a dwarf, am I racist?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll take a picture.
It's likely that I'm gonna hate dwarves a lot and you're gonna hate elves a lot. Okay. Stats.
Calm down, you're just a dwarf, not an LA cop.
Or am I like a young punk dwarf? That, like a Gen Z dwarf that just wants us to fix the climate and stop hating elves for no reason.
So do we need to roll the d20s like right now to get the stats? I would assume, just like kind of like the standard way.
I think they might address that. I think right now he's just going over what the parts mean of the pages. Are we ready to continue?
Hang on, I'm still since this is my sheet.
Give me 1 second.
See, we have might. Speed.
Yeah, because I'm writing all of mine down.
Aim. Charm.
And I'm sure it'll come back up, but
magic. Will Smith. Wits.
I hear he got banned.
Luck. Alright. Just let me know when y'all are ready and I'll continue.
Yeah.
I just gotta type up my luck real fast and then keep it. Alright, I've got mine. Oh, just have Devin.
Anybody still need time? Ooh.
I was about to say, I think it's going to rotate through each of the characters, but...
Inventory is for items which you can use throughout
it
the
was
story.
just a template.
Notes are for events which may change the story later. Gold is currency for purchasing goods and services. And EXP, or experience points, are acquired when you accomplish goals.
So
There are
standard
3
sheet.
ways you
Okay.
can acquire your character sheets. 1, you can pause the video and follow this QR code.
Oh, wow.
I
Oh.
returned.
Luke,
Oh, the barcode is hilarious.
Luke 3000 brained us all.
What do you use to scan a QR code?
In your phone.
My Android.
If you have an Android and you like make a picture, then it'll have like a tap to scan option.
No, my Samsung doesn't do it. No. Alright, I'll have to do a different.
Select an account. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. Is there a website, Luke?
Well, he said there's 3 options, so this is
I think it's a
one, so
drive
we'll find out.
link. Ooh, wait, this is nice.
So I'm sure there's 2 more options. Josiah, are you getting it that way?
Yeah, I'm already done.
Okay. So Isaac and I still need to get our sheets.
I will also present the sheets on this screen so you can take pictures with your phone
Oh.
or write down the numbers. While I'm presenting the character sheets, I will explain leveling up.
Okay.
You will
go
start
back,
at
go back
level
so I can
1.
get mine again.
But do you see
Just scan the
or
barcode.
write down?
I can't.
Man.
Our phones won't.
Our
let
phones are
us.
stupid.
Huh, stupid phones.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I got mine.
Peasants.
I'll pause at each one for like 10 seconds.
The numbers.
Okay. Sure.
While I'm presenting the character sheets,
I've already got mine.
I will explain leveling
Thank you.
up. You will start at level 1.
Got it.
But do you see the number at the top right corner? If you acquire 20 experience points, you level up. That means you swap out this level 1 character sheet for the level 2 version of your character sheet, which I'll present now. Take a picture of both so you won't have to come.
A little intricate. Hang on. Alright, I got it.
Character
The
sheet,
level 2's
which
already
I'll
in the
present
document,
now.
so.
Well, yeah,
Take a
that's
picture
great.
of both so you won't have to come back to this video when you level up. Leveling up means your ability to succeed at skill challenges increases. As far as your notes section, you can take a picture of this screen or just use a notepad app on your phone or a piece of paper.
All right, do we need to pause and
Does
go
everybody
back?
have a character sheet? Good. Everybody starts with 0 experience points and 5 gold pieces. Add those to your notes section now.
Ooh.
5 GP.
Let's go back to Perry Hodder. When you reach an option, it is important
Says
that
it
you
so
pause the
smoothly.
video before making a choice. We found that in playtesting, it was easy to completely lose your place in the story if the video ends and YouTube autoplays a cat video, or if you accidentally exit the screen. Pause, and then make your choice. I also recommend turning on your watch history so that you can return to the video you were at if you accidentally leave. In fact, I want you to assign one person right now to be the navigator for your party. This person will be in charge of pausing the video after every scene selection comes up, figuring out which one you're going to click on, and then clicking it without accidentally leaving the video. Go ahead and nominate your navigator now. It will probably be the person who owns the TV or computer that you're playing on, or whoever's the most responsible.
Oh, that's not me.
Responsibility.
Let's say that Perry wants to punch the Dark Wizard. You will take all the time you need because your video is paused. Then you'll still punch the Dark Wizard. At a certain point in the story, you'll be asked to roll ability checks to see if you pass or fail at certain tasks. For example, the player here would need to roll a might check to see if Perry's punch was successful. For this, they need a d20, or a 20-sided dice. You can purchase a d20 at many gaming stores or bookshops. If you don't have one, you can also just type d20 roller into a search engine and find plenty of virtual d20s for free. Pause if you need to. Make sure that every player at this point has a d20 and a...
I need to go grab a d20.
I have my wonderful Christmas gift from our lovely Luke at my table. Pretty much always now.
Dude, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's 2-3 years ago, yeah. The elf dice.
Well, you're very welcome.
Yeah. So I keep this one with me, and then I have my bag of holding in the car. So
I'm honored.
yeah. And then I have my magic dice somewhere else.
You all just have your own D20 on hand. That's awesome.
Do we all have our d20?
I'm D20 ready.
Mine is going to be loud as
ISAAC?
fuck, just so you know.
Doth thou have the D20?
I hath many d20s.
Doth thou have a D20 with you?
It is in the palm of my hand, the power of the sun.
Ah, wonderful.
I will be continuing. Instructions come fast, so...
All right.
Character sheet. Back to Perry. For his punch, I would say roll a might check, and the player would roll a d20 and add Perry's might bonus, which in this case is +2. So a dice result of 2 would become 4. A result of 20 would become 22. Make sense?
Perry is strong.
That's it. Once you have a check screen, a character sheet, and a d20, you may begin play. Go ahead and click on the play button right now.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
Everybody ready?
Is everyone ready? Got your
Yeah.
goblin voice ready?
Oh,
Everybody?
yes. I'm prepared.
Let me see. Is the volume good? Should I change the
Yeah.
volume? Okay.
I like it. I don't know
All right.
how everyone else
All right,
is.
cool. All right, if we're ready, time to dive in.
My goblet.
Make sure you've watched the tutorial and have access to the game material.
Ah! We're ahead of it.
Head of the curve.
This game
Oh.
contains dark themes, violence, and flashing lights. All right,
I cast magic missile.
that's a Rasengan.
Attack in the darkness.
The year is 482 PA, post-apocalypse. In a world reeling from the destruction caused by its ancestors, civilizations are emerging from the chaos. Some trying to recapture the society they once had, others resolved to avoid the mistakes of the past. In Winterstone Realm, the ruined wild is crawling with monsters and mysteries. Most live in fear behind their castle walls, except for the brave few who seek travel, expansion, and opportunity. The story is about 4 adventurers united in their search for purpose, treasure, and coin. They have journeyed to Castle Steelwater, a stronghold founded in a frosted mountainside, in response to an urgent call from King Ironflesh regarding a quest of life or death importance. Ah, the Earth is flat. Check
Ah. Oh,
Game Blaster.
yeah.
Let's begin.
Nice.
Ooh. Ooh.
You arrive at the courtroom of King Roland Ironflesh, Lord of Castle Steelwater. He has summoned all able-bodied heroes in the kingdom to his throne room for a quest of life or death importance.
Like DS graphics. It's awesome.
Thank you
I'm
for
into this for
answering
sure.
Stillwater's
Yeah.
call for aid. Step forward. My daughter, Bonnie Ironflesh, was abducted yesterday. Gorvith, the White Dragon, slaughtered her hunting party and took her. A lone survivor says she was kept alive, only barely. I will spare no expense for her safe return, but not even my militia can defeat Gorvith. I need a small, experienced rescue team. You don't need to kill the dragon. Just bring Bonnie back to me, and you can name your reward. I am desperate, people. Please, who among you will accept this quest and save my daughter?
I will, sire.
Well, I mean, there isn't much to go on and see do it yourself.
Wow. Everybody just fucked off.
Fear not, your grace. We'll get the princess back.
And who are you that takes pity on this desperate father?
I am Fingolfin, wizard and
you can't match your
friend to the
character's voice,
kingdoms
you're
of
fired.
Winterstone.
Oh, well,
My
I'm
name
doomed.
is Aaron, champion of Elduna, the spirit of light.
Have fun.
Hi. Me name
Oh, Isaac's got that one down.
like eating dead things. Yes.
My name is Grimbrick, and I like eating dead things.
Hey, you stole Grimbrick's name. You already have.
Oh, all right. Call me Phantom, professional assassin for hire. I mean, adventurer.
Very well. I must place my trust in you, strangers. Go with my blessing.
Sorry we're late, Roland. Went for an early basilisk hunt. You called for heroes? I'll take that. Wouldn't want one of you to get a paper cut and die.
Well, it's very considerate of you.
Thank gods you've arrived, hero.
Tango says this guy's actual name is something super lame.
Agreed.
Hero not even wearing cape.
I am above your ignorant comments, peasants.
You Quinflables are clearly not fit for this quest. And I don't even know what it is yet.
Quinflables.
I rest my case. You've got to earn Father's, I mean Roland's respect by proving yourself worthy.
He's right. Hero has helped Stillwater many times. I'll put my trust in him. If you still want a job, General Stoltz is looking for mercenaries to do some of her malicious, dirty work. She's stationed at Lecon Keep, one day's travel east.
Your grace, we shall seek out General Stoltz.
Alright, so we go kick the hero into the dragon pit,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Invitations litter the inner district of Stillwater. It's only morning, but you know it will be one day's journey to Lacan Keep. Upper-class nobles sneer at you as you pass. You're disturbing their peace. Then the foul combination of dirt and feces invade your nostrils as you enter the outer district. This dirt patch, this is where the commoners live.
Go prepare for the long road ahead. Meet back here in 1 hour.
One day travel nothing for Grimbrick.
It might be one day there, but there's no telling how long until we return.
Fingolfin, you wander Stillwater's poorest district. Here, beggars sit upon the dirt, homeless and starving. However, your reputation precedes you. Many beggars get up to shake your hand. The presence of a hero brings a spark of hope to their eyes. Suddenly, a young elf runs up and tugs your cloak.
Hello, Mr. Fingolfin.
Raven, Trelborg's beard.
It's Reven, a young elf boy you helped out of poverty in an adventure long ago.
You were but a boy stealing bread when we last spoke. Staying out of trouble?
It's about time you returned to Stillwater. I need to thank you for getting me that job at the stables. Now, I've got the biggest house in the Outer Ring. You want to come see?
Lead the way, Reven. What an adventure today is already becoming.
Reven takes you to a 2-story, newly built home on the outskirts of town. He beams with pride as he holds the door open. The interior is warm and well furnished. Elegant paintings and a roaring fireplace hint at wealth beyond that of a stable boy. But to your shock, the walls are also lined with wild beasts hunched over in tiny cages. They snarl and growl defensively at Reven.
Reven, what have you done? These animals are in great pain.
Fingolfin, you misunderstand. These creatures tried stealing feed from the stables. My boss told me to start laying traps for them. Whenever I released them, they just came back. So I started selling them to travelers. Smart, right?
These creatures are skin and bone. They can't even rest without laying in their own excrement. And is that one a goblin?
Help me! Please help me! He makes me sleep in corpses!
This is cruelty, Reven. You must release them.
I pictured this differently in my head. I thought you'd want to buy one. Well, thank you for the job, Fingolfin. But I'm not throwing away my success because you feel bad for some worthless beast. Good luck on your next adventure. Truly, it was good to see you.
Oz. Do the use a charm spell.
You force my hand, Reven. I will not stand by and allow this to happen.
Fingolfin, roll a magic check. Roll a d20 and add your magic.
Go double check. I think it's 3. 12.
Magic bonus. If your result was 14 or higher, you pass. If your result was 13 or lower, you fail.
Failed, right? Yeah. Here we go.
What? Whoa, actually, I think I understand now. Catching animals is off limits, but it's okay for you to mind control disobedient peasants.
I'm sorry, but you would not say reason.
Just get out of here, Fingolfin. Go help some other village.
By trying to charm Reven, you've destroyed any trust or respect he had for you. Nothing is gained from this encounter.
Wop wop.
There was not going to be any talking to him, and fighting would only make it worse, so.
Yep.
Arin, you choose to return to the inner district. Nobles parade around in isolated bubbles, trying hard not to look like they're watching you. There's an air of willful ignorance around you, like the people here wish to forget that an outside world exists. The buildings are made of fine materials, different from the outer ring buildings, and all of the Stillwater flags are well kept, peppering the streets with a rich red. You wander alone, seeking a purpose for your presence here. Suddenly, a woman flees from one of the shops. A voice cries out, "Stop her! Thief!" You pursue the woman. Even though the shopkeeper continues shouting, it seems you are the only one on her trail for now.
Stay back, peasant! I have mace.
She is in fact carrying a spiked mace. She also has a bag of coins. She attempts to shove past you, but you simply block her way. It's clear she cannot defeat you by force.
Explain yourself, thief, before I break that mace in half.
I am not a thief. Yes, I'm borrowing this coin, but only because I was cheated. My husband was the city guard captain. Stillwater took care of us until a criminal killed him and then left me to rot.
Hold on. You can't just steal money. How long ago did this happen?
I think she went this way. Hurry!
Please don't meddle in affairs you don't understand, dwarf. My daughter and I can't live in the dirt like you do.
Like I do, huh? Keep that mace. You're going to need it in about... Sorry. I'm here to help you, but I don't know how. Elduna, guide my choice.
Arin, what will you...
So, I can't just beat the shit out of her?
There's no talk to her option, and there's no beat her up option.
She's racist. I don't care about what happens to her. I'm gonna turn her in.
Okay.
The guards can deal with you. It's time to face justice for your crime.
You uneducated commoner! You know nothing of clean apparel, let alone justice. My daughter will grow up homeless without parents because of you. How's that for justice, Stoneface?
Put the mace down, thief. You're coming with us.
This woman has a daughter. What will Stillwater do to provide for her?
Thieves go to prison. Anything beyond that is none of my business.
The woman refuses to look at you. You are uncertain that Stillwater's justice system will account for the homeless child.
Stillwater has failed your child, but Elduna won't. I will speak with the king. I saw him not an hour ago. Your daughter will be taken care of.
You visit the king immediately. He says the girl can work and live in his castle as a servant until the woman is released. He also offers a reward for your help. Gain 5 gold pieces and 5 experience points.
Nice.
Grimbrick, you quickly find yourself lost in this strange human city. You are far more comfortable in a forest made of trees than one made of buildings. People display a combination of confusion, fright, and contempt when they see you. Goblins are usually regarded as savages by most societies. You understand why, and attempt to behave yourself as you wander. You marvel at the weapons, clothing, and food being sold around the market. The savory smells are almost too much to bear. Eventually, you wander down an alleyway and come face to face with a young man in dark clothing wielding 2 daggers.
Hi. You got food for Grimbrick?
Grimbrick's your name, eh? I recognize you, but I doubt you'd recognize me.
Me not recognize you. You look kinda like Phantom.
I wouldn't expect you to. When we last met, I was just a child. Hello. My name is Faircast Silverwisp. You killed my father. Prepare to meet your doom, goblin!
Grimbrick maybe killed human papa. Grimbrick unsure. But Grimbrick is good goblin now.
I've waited 12 years for the day I would see you again. I wouldn't let this opportunity slip away. Say your last words.
Grimbrick think human gonna need bigger swords.
Grimbrick, what will you do?
Prepare for battle. It's time to battle.
Sizing the man up, you are highly confident that this will be an easy fight for you. The real challenge, you think, will be to control your berserker lust for combat. You look at the crowded market behind you and recognize this might not be the wisest place to commit murder, even in self-defense.
Okay. Grimbrick try to be good.
Enough talk, runt! Yeah!
Come get it, human!
Grimbrick, roll a will check. Roll a d20 and add your will bonus.
Okay. Oh, sweet. 21.
Nice.
If your result was 11 or higher, you pass. If your result was 10 or lower, you fail. Choose the appropriate pathway.
Humans never expect goblin ankle bites.
You go easy on the young man. He has some bite marks, but he'll be all right. You check over your shoulder into the noisy marketplace. Thankfully, nobody took notice of Faircast's screams of agony. You have the option to loot him and gain 5 gold pieces, or leave him and gain 5 experience points. Only choose one.
Oh, shoot. We're taking the XP for sure. Because we already started with 5 gold, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're taking the XP for sure.
Alright.
Well, I'm behind the curve now.
Phantom, you actually have somewhere to be. You are meeting an old friend at Sturm's Tavern, a dingy, dirty brothel on the edge of town. The people here are sheltering themselves from the outside world like a nest of rats, and you fit right in. You sit at a table with an elderly dwarf nursing an oversized mug. He wears black dyed leather and reeks of cave moss.
Hey, haven't I seen you on a wanted poster?
You must have me confused with another devilishly handsome surface-dwelling cave dwarf. Courtesy of the guild. We miss ya, kiddo. Give it another month. We have plans to take down the prince and pin it on the elves. The city will have its hands full preparing for war. Everyone will forget about the redhead who was seen climbing out of Latrick Tower after a failed assassination attempt on the prince. Once everything clears up, you can return home to the Shadow Dancers where you belong.
Yeah. Here's the thing about that, Mars. I think...
And you'll be welcomed back with open arms. Once a dancer, always a dancer. The signet. Nobody has ever left the guild.
Just then, an angry dwarven guard bursts into the tavern. Every conversation plunges into silence, every head turning in another direction. But Mars takes a long drink from his mug and stares at you in deep contemplation. Unfortunately, this guard is looking for trouble, and you two darkly clad assassins seem to have made an impression.
You're lucky they even let your kind in here, Rockleech. What's that shiny trinket you got there?
That's a ruby, land dweller. I understand your confusion since your kind forgot what a pickaxe looks like.
Clearly stolen property. Your kind is always up to no good. Besides, we have your face on wanted posters all around the city. I'm going to have some fun with you before my troops take you to the Stalewater dungeon.
You see Mars reaching for his dagger. This is about to take a turn for the worst. Phantom, what will you do?
I kind of want to pick the guard's pocket. I feel like that's... I really don't want to help this guy escape. He was being kind of wacky. And pick the guard's pocket. That seems like fun.
Yeah, I feel like the point of this is we're not supposed to input.
Phantom, you eye a bag attached to the guard's belt, and then you wait for an opportunity.
Use that tiny sword, and you'll never see the light of day again.
Come on now, Sunflower. Cave dwarfs love the darkness. That's not a prison sentence, that's a paradise.
The guards and I will keep a bonfire right outside your cell. Bright and hot, all day and all night.
How thoughtful of you. We had bonfires all the time in the core lands. This just sounds better and better.
You want it to feel like the core lands, Rockleech? How about I put an army of Cyclops in your cell, with the tombstones of the families you couldn't protect?
This seems like a good time. Phantom, roll an aim check. Roll
An aim check. I have a +6 in aim. Ooh, 16.
Roll a d20 and add your aim bonus. If your result was 13 or higher, you pass. If your result was 12 or lower, you fail. Choose the appropriate pathway.
I'll kill you for that. Mark my words. For now, I have an obligation to stay out of your little funhouse. But I'll be sure to come back when I need a vacation. Check your purse. You could use the reward money for turning me in.
Wait a second. Guards, after them!
Oh no.
You are both able to escape, though you feel that your conversation with Mars was cut shorter than you had wished. Perhaps you will see him again. Gain 12 gold pieces and 3 experience points.
Nice. I'm rich.
Now I'm really behind the curve.
Get good, nerd.
I know, right?
Wow.
The
Land
dice
your
give it
charm.
and the dice take it away.
Alright.
Here we go.
I got 5 XP right.
Gather food and supplies for the long road ahead. Winterstone Realm is filled with monsters and villains, but you are mostly familiar with the path you will be taking. And if worst comes to worst, the 4 of you know your way around a battlefield.
Let's set forth. Grimbrick, lead the way.
I lead? Hey, why Grimbrick always lead?
So that in the event we find food, you can be the first one to the table.
He thinks you're disposable, Grim.
What disposable mean?
I question the rule of King. half of his people live homeless, without a bite to eat.
I've visited Stillwater many times in the last decade. There wasn't always a class divide. Instead, the whole city was poor.
If a city has wealth to provide for its people, why doesn't it? Greed Fingolfin, those nobles have more than enough.
Look at that skull castle over there. I want to steal something from it.
Alright, but we shouldn't stay for long. Call me a paranoid, but I don't think its inhabitants will be friendly.
What this place?
We should not be here. This is Temple of Venibris. Venibris is a spirit of doom. To Venibris, life is a sickly disease we must be cured of. His followers have destroyed the lives of hundreds, innocent, helpless victims. I say we go inside and return the favor.
That was a quick one.
I sense a powerful magic inside. Much too powerful for us. I disagree, Aaron. We should go.
Should have told Phantom that before she climbed in window.
Come on, Grim. You weren't supposed to tell them.
And this isn't a vault. This is a temple of evil.
Goodness.
Judgmental as always, Aaron. It's just an army of flaming skulls minding their own business. Besides, would an evil cult leave an unguarded chest by the entrance?
Each party member adds 1 potion of revival to their inventory. If your party meets a terrible fate, these powerful potions can be used to give yourself a second chance.
Oi! You trespassed at the wrong. Give us all your gold,
There was a
or
right
we'll let
one.
you leave safely.
How many times does we have to say this? It's give us your gold or we'll kill ya.
Agreed. Right. Give us your gold, or we'll kill ya.
Was that better, Belge?
Duke, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizard.
Flee now and we can keep your embarrassment to a minimum.
They're not going anywhere.
Let's be reasonable, blokes. We outnumber you 2 to 1.
More skulls for Grimbrick.
It's time for your first combat. Please move on to the next section of the story, where we're going to begin a choose-your-own-adventure style combat with consequences which could be deadly or successful for you.
Ooh. Can I just run away?
Ominous!
Make wise choices to avoid wounds or certain death. This section will be told verbally, just like in tabletop RPGs around the world. But in future updates, we do want to go back and animate it. See Support Chapter 2 in the main menu for details. Oh, and one more thing. Should your story meet an unfortunate end, and you choose to use one of these potions of revival, 1 potion will do it for the entire group, so that's 4 extra chances. Okay,
so it's not per
good luck
person.
against the bandits.
It's a full party revive.
The bandits charge forward, Duke and Bilge at the front of the line, all brandishing makeshift weapons. You can tell they're worn, rusty, used, but they are fearless because, as you might imagine, no one they've encountered so far out in the woods has been able to stand up to their gang of bullies. You, however, know, as adventurers, that you have the upper hand. You are experienced combatants. You can tell immediately that these are ruffians. They have no skill in combat that is comparative to yours. So, you charge forward as well. Everybody engages in a brawl right away. Your swords clashing against weapons and magic's flying everywhere. So far, you're not worried. However, immediately the goblin, Grimbrick, is surrounded by 5 bandits that have decided that he's the biggest threat so far, and they want to team up against him. So Grimbrick, you have some options here. You can choose to spin your axe wildly, which is your favorite attack for getting out of group situations. You're strong enough and your weapon is deadly enough that you think this could propel the bandits away from you. Arin, you could choose to empower Grimbrick with your spiritual magic, buffing him, making him stronger, and healing him in his wounds so that he's able to take on the bandits. Or Phantom can take advantage of the situation, and while Grimbrick is distracted and potentially getting beat up, take some backstabbing opportunities to catch the bandits off guard. Which choice will you make?
Oh goodness, so we all have to decide.
The three of you have to decide what you want to do.
I got a +8 might. I think I should spin my axe wildly.
Well, okay. Because remember the whole bloodlust thing that got discussed earlier? That could be something that prompts you to then have to begin making will rolls. So.
Wait, what? What?
I could support Grimbrick wildly swinging around. I definitely do want to do some backstabbing, but if Grimbrick feels like spinning, then I'm in no position to say no.
Spin to win.
I'm not buffing Berserk Boy. Sorry.
Grimbrick chooses to spin his axe wildly. It's a famous move of yours. You are not worried at all about the possible repercussions, allies accidentally caught in the wake of destruction. As you grab your axe in both hands with a giant grin, you just begin spinning around in a giant circle. The bandits leap backwards with great fear for their lives, as many of them fear getting some important limbs or potentially their heads chopped off. You definitely catch one of them with a huge gash right through the chest, and he falls backwards in agonizing pain. So as the bandits begin to figure out how to handle that situation, some by equipping ranged weapons, some just actually just straight up flee the scene. Bilge and Duke, they, not thinking so much about team tactics, begin sweeping around to the back of the area where they hope to stumble upon Fingolfin and catch him off guard. Now, Fingolfin, you absolutely see this coming, and you have a choice to make yourself, seeming that your other party members are preoccupied with the other bandits still in the combat. You find that these two are approaching you quite rapidly. You have the option to teleport away and find a safe area, perhaps on top of the Skull Castle or on top of a large rock or a tree somewhere. You could, of course, launch a fireball, which is one of your most powerful abilities. A huge burst of fire that could potentially incinerate both of them at immediate impact. Or finally, you could summon a golem to fight for your aid. Golems are large, powerful stone creatures, and since you're summoning it, if it happens to perish, it is not such a huge deal, and you can summon more where that came from. What is your choice?
We're gonna summon a golem because I don't feel like accidentally burning anybody.
You see that right there? That face?
Fingolfin,
that was the face of
Bilge and Duke
seduction.
are about to reach you, and they're within weapon reach. You step back and you lift your arms, and a huge stone golem emerges from the ground. It roars at Bilge and Duke, knowing instinctively, as if connected with your mind, who the enemies and who the allies are on this battlefield. This golem is here to fight for you, and you have full control over it. It is no match. Bilge and Duke are battered out of the way in one swoop, and they fling into the trees. It is not long. The party actually steps back a little bit, allowing the golem to just do some of the work for everyone else. The bandits are completely destroyed at this point. There is no more if, and, or but as to whether or not you all won the combat. As you gather your things and start to conclude the combat, Phantom, you actually notice something. There is a bandit still barely hanging on for dear life, and it seems that he wants one last shot at your party to get revenge for what you did to them. He has found a hand crossbow and he has pointed it at Arin, but you're the only one out of the party who notices this. What are you going to do? Will you call out and warn Arin, letting her know that someone is about to shoot her with a crossbow and letting her take the action to react? Do you throw a dagger at the bandit, attempting to slay this last foe and save Arin yourself? Or do you say nothing, allowing Arin to take a blow to the back, assuming that she'll either be fine or that she might not be, whatever you think is going to happen? The choice you have is that you could say nothing and let this all play out.
Well, yeah.
What are you going to choose?
I'm throwing a dagger. Who doesn't want to throw a dagger? Bam.
With lightning quick reflexes, Phantom, you pull a dagger out of your sheath and you hurl it at the bandit. I need you to roll a d20, and I need you to add your aim bonus. If your result...
Yeah, that's...
20. Ooh, 25. Let's go.
Wow.
is 15 or higher,
wow,
proceed to the pass video. However, if your result was lower than that, 14 or lower, you're going to proceed to the fail video.
Yeah.
The feedback.
Oh, the fan just turned on. Hold on. I'll mute.
Phantom, you're spot on. Your dagger strikes true, and with a grunt, the bandit falls completely limp, crossbow unfired. You have just saved, potentially, Arin's life. Turning around to look at you, Arin is resolute, thankful, perhaps begrudgingly so, because you two have always had a rivalry. But it's very possible she saved your life a number of times, even in this battle alone, and many times before that. So it's not that you're keeping too much of account. Packing up your things, you proceed on with your journey. Go ahead and click on the next video to proceed to the next part of the story. Combat has been won.
Hey, good job, everyone.
Yeah! Victory!
Everybody gains 10 experience points.
Ooh.
Nice! I'm at 15 XP. 5 more, and I'm level 2. Won't that be fun?
Alright. Did everyone write their XP down?
Yep.
Why, your name Fingolfin? Is you part fish?
Fingolfin is the name of a legendary elvish war hero. My father used to tell me stories about him. If he was real, it was long ago in a much different place.
Hey, wait! We should take this path.
No, I forbid it.
I forbid it. Come on, I am sick of looking at trees. Let's hike a mountain.
Why don't you want to go that way, Aaron?
That territory is inhabited by giants, cruel, merciless savages. I know more about it than you ever could. So drop it.
Aw, did I hit a sore spot? I didn't realize you were so terrified of giants.
You know what? I'm about to. Ah! Elduna, grant me mercy.
Oh no! A big rock monster? Elduna, spirit of goody-goodies, protect me!
Phantom!
Of course you're not scared. You didn't watch a giant devour your sister right in front of you.
Oh, scrumptious.
Grimbrick no woods. Nothing to fear. Only ghosts inside.
You're not scared of ghosts, Grimbrick?
Why are you scared of ghosts when you the one who make them ghosts?
Phantom, the forest is much safer, and Arn clearly has strong reasons for avoiding those mountains. We will take the forest path.
Don't you want to avenge your friend, Arin?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, Phantom, this is low, even for you. Arn, surely you see what she is doing.
Come on. If we find a giant, we kill it. An eye for an eye.
I know what she's doing, Fingolfin, but it has been 20 years. And there still has been no justice for Bruna.
Party, what will you do?
Ooh.
I say we take the woods, because I'm Grimbrick, and I need make ghosts.
Kinda want to fight a giant. Make a giant ghost.
Oh, is a good point. I don't know.
Joe, blink twice for woods, blink once for mountains.
I can't see him.
He gave me one middle finger, so I'm assuming that's mountains.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think my HVAC is done warming up. When it kicks on, since I'm right next to it, it like vibrates my freaking vent. I'm voting for the woods, so.
I vote mountains.
So we're 2 for 2.
Nah.
You know what that means, right? We have to roll to decide where we're going.
Yeah, we could do a single group argument or just roll. Yeah, each side picks a rep and they roll against one another.
I think Alfonso should just make a roll since he is clearly the leader of the group to some extent.
Is he?
But
I don't know.
I think Alfonso.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Grimbrick's the leader because he took the lead.
You're disposable.
I think Alfonso should roll a d20, and if it's higher, if it's 11 or higher, then I think we should take the mountains, and if it's not, then we should take the woods.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Dream it, Joe.
Are we really going to call me Alfonso? Let me.
It's not Al, it's L. Elf.
Alfonso. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn the lights on so you guys can
Alfonso. Elfinzo.
Can anyone not see my camera?
I cannot, because I'm on the video.
I can see your camera. Nice batteries plus, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, I see you. Let's do this.
All right.
That's an 8.
8.
To the woods.
The woods it is. The haunted forest.
Revenge is not the way of Elduna. I'll resist the whelp's little game.
Your self-discipline impresses me, Aaron. Perhaps you will think of another way to find justice for your sister.
Fine. Let's seek Grimbrick's ghosts.
If these woods have ghosts, as you say, then they are spirits seeking vengeance for their unjust deaths. And based on your vague gloating, I'm starting to think that you have something to do with their unrest.
They bad or tribe. Hurt humans, so me tribe fight 'em.
Haunted or not, let's proceed with caution.
No worry, they not so tough. Grimbrick beat them once. Your krara prishim brish.
Grimbrick, I understand Rue's speech. He says your tribe was the one that attacked them. And you would take walks all the way out here just to defecate on their corpses?
So that's why their spirits are still here. They want revenge on you, Goblin.
What? Grimbrick not even know what a defecate even mean.
Party.
I am not apologizing.
I want to make Grimbrick apologize.
Yeah, I was about to say you're about to get outvoted then.
No,
I'm pretty sure Josiah would want to make you apologize for the chaos.
We need to fight the ghosts. Get that XP. Come on.
Nope.
I think I'll get the same amount of XP if I make you apologize.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, let's bully the goblin into making it.
Not only will we get the same amount of XP, we'll probably take a little less damage too.
All right, are we making Grimbrick apologize?
Yeah.
All right.
God damn it.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
I mean, it's 3-1, so sure.
Yeah. No defensive roll this time, Isaac.
Nope.
Fool of a goblin! We are not going to protect you from the well-deserved consequences of your actions.
Oh no.
No! Let them fight it out. Like Grimbrick said, they're not so tough.
Wow. Grimbrick, take pity on poor ghosts.
This'll be good.
Grimbrick, sorry.
That face.
Grimbrick, roll a will check. Roll a d20 and add your will bonus.
Alright, let me go to my character sheet. So I get a +2 to will. Oh no. We got a 4.
If your result was 18 or higher, you pass. If your result was 17 or lower, you fail. Choose the appropriate
At least the
pathway.
DC was high.
That is a hard skill check.
Yeah.
Grimbrick. Sorry. Grimbrick, sorry you so bad at fighting.
We have some work to do.
It's time for battle. Please click on the next section to begin your battle with the ghosts. All thanks to your good friend, Grimbrick.
Yeah.
It's all Grimbrick's fault.
As you arm yourself
We
for
could've just
battle,
fighted him
the
from the
ghosts begin
beginning.
to chant louder with their guttural ruse speech grunts. The sounds actually begin to start reverberating in your heads in a very oddly distorted way, and you start to lose your vision, and you begin developing headaches. The vision that is being affected seems to be coming from some kind of a spell or a trance that the ghosts are putting on you. You know you need to act quickly in order to counter this curse. You have 3 options. 1, Aaron can create a magical spiritual shield to hopefully counter the ghosts and their undead powers. 2, Fingolfin can cast a spell to create magical music, which can hopefully act as a counter song to whatever the ghosts are doing with their chant. Or 3, you can just chant back at them, hopefully chant louder with your own battle cry as you prepare for battle and resist the effect.
I vote we chant. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, you know, in like cartoons when 2 telepaths fight and they like fingers on the forehead and like the waves just like clash into each other.
I already have my chant ready too.
Isaac, are you going to join them on this?
I mean, I think Josiah should cast the shield.
Yeah, the D&D instructor me is screaming to cast the spiritual shield.
I say we hand the YMCA song at them. That's what
I believe that the magical shield will be a high DC that I will not be able to make.
It's probably a DC from your god, so probably not terribly difficult. But
yeah,
Isaac's was just a DC 17.
Just a DC 17
was a willpower to do something he didn't want to do.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad I failed that one to DH.
we can roll it if you guys want to.
I think we should make Alfonso create music and then make Joe sing.
No. Joe will be doing no such thing.
We gotta do the magic shield.
Men of the Fifth.
Are we staying split?
Yeah.
We should roll on it.
Alright. What's high or low, Josiah?
High roll.
Low. That's a 4.
Rats.
We're making the shield?
Yeah.
Making the shield.
Arin fearlessly and calling upon Elduna Freyed holds up her hammer into the sky, and a magical yellow and green see-through shield forms around the party, and suddenly nothing can be heard, only the serene sound of nature. But you don't get absorbed into the fantasy. You look around and still see that the ghosts are eager to burst through the bubble, and they begin pounding and yelling and wailing as loud as they possibly can, and soon the shield begins to fail, and you have to act quickly. As the spell dissipates, you all enter combat with the ghosts, who begin swooping in and out through your bodies, and they seem to be reaching out their hands and absorbing the very life essence from you, and you feel your heartbeat hasten as the ghosts sap the life out of you. And as you try to fight, Fingolfin and Arin have an easier time using their magic, but Phantom and Grimbrick, their weapons go straight through the ghosts and have no effect. There needs to be a new battle plan or you're going to fail. You have 3 choices here. 1, Arin can create a beacon of light by calling on Elduna, and hopefully this light will make the ghosts dissipate. 2, Fingolfin can call upon dark magic to put the ghosts back into their bodies, where Phantom and Grimbrick will be able to help slay them. Or finally, all the party members are carrying torches, and you could actually light them in hopes that the fire is a way that you can fight the ghosts as well.
That's cool.
Beacon.
I do love the image of Phantom and Grimbrick right next to the 2 torches. I'm not gonna lie.
The beacons are lit.
I also think it's a really funny tactic to like just put ghosts back in their body so you can stab them.
Yeah. Well, I assume it turns them into like zombies, and that's the whole point. It forces them back into their.
Yeah.
The same thing as creating an undead.
And we already know that Alfonso is not above dark tactics.
Alright, sure, let's do it. Alfonso, make them bodies.
Josiah, are you gonna vote against them or no?
Return the ghosts to their bodies.
Alright, there we go.
You feel a dark tension in the air. The party members all turn around and see Fingolfin with his eyes completely black, with no pupils, as he holds out his hands, and this dark electricity shoots into all the ghosts around him. Shrieking, they all shrink away,
no DC,
as though
huh?
disappearing from existence. Then suddenly, in the distance, you hear the moans of the undead. Zombies rising up, corpses decayed from
Now
months
fire.
and months of maggots eating at them. The smell penetrates your nostrils, and you're disgusted. But you pull out your weapons, preparing to fight, as they swarm from every direction, lumbering, holding their arms outstretched. Phantom cuts one down, Grimbrick another. Minutes go by, cutting down one zombie after another, but they just keep coming from the darkness. Eventually, you all back against a tree stump, each of you having to fight off the zombies. Fingolfin launches fire from his wrists and burns them, and you all have cuts and scratches and bruises and burns, but the zombies do eventually fall, lighting each other on fire like a bunch of matchsticks in a row. And eventually, once every single zombie is slain, Fingolfin crumbles to the ground, his skin a dark gray tinge, an unhealthy color. He is weakened from his usage of the magic. Each of you has suffered your own wounds from this battle. Helping Fingolfin to his feet, Phantom and Grimbrick proceed forward to get Fingolfin on the path, and Arin leads the way, holding out a light from her emblem to ensure that no other ghosts or dark spirits of any kind dare to approach you through the rest of your journey through the forest. You survive for now, but you're wounded. Please proceed to the next section.
Ooh, it's time to enter Lacan Keep.
Everybody gains 10 experience points.
Hey, I leveled up.
You level up at 20?
Yeah.
Alright.
I have 25 experience, and we're to level 2.
Wow, that was quite the increase to my magic. My luck is still 0.
Nice.
Aha, my luck is 1. That'd be so lucky. Alright, are we all XP'd up?
So before we continue, can I say I can't be the only one who saw the castle that we were walking up to and didn't immediately think to scream, "I have the power"? Like, please tell me someone else thought that. Okay. I was like, if this doesn't happen, I feel like I'm gonna be robbed after the whole "you killed my father, prepare to die."
No, I got like you know in movies when like the character makes like a surprise face and like zooms into like their mind and it's like a flashback. I got one of those to like the old ass ads and like, the play sets.
Skeletor walking out, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Skeletor's castle from He-Man.
Yeah, the old play sets. Yeah. I like it. That was really cool, but I just had to make sure I wasn't going crazy.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
The darkness of the forest stretches out as far as your vision reaches in every direction,
Ewoks.
until finally, shapes of light splatter the ground, shifting as the wind grazes the treetops. Your sense of safety returns as you begin to see clearly around you. The path has been obviously pulverized by soldiers' boots and wheels. At the end of the path is a tall, aged fortress. Its high walls are covered in slashes and dents from decades of defending against foreign armies, and above the gate is the bronze statue of a soldier bearing an axe, seemingly daring enemies of Steelwater to siege.
Lower the drawbridge! We come by invitation of King Ironflesh!
I've got a bad feeling about this.
It's not a sneak attack if you cry sneak attack, lizard brains!
Now, Arin, we are not in a position to criticize their technique.
There will be no eating tonight, savages.
No eating?
Now, Grimbrick, really angry.
time for your next combat. You're surrounded by draconians and must fight for your survival. Please click on the next section to begin the combat. Everybody gains 15 experience points.
What?
What?
Just skipped the entire combat. But that was the next video.
Good to know. Cool.
Should we do something differently, Luke?
Go to the end of this video and see if it takes you to the combat.
Oh.
Well, now I know already.
Get 15 for making. I guess we get 15 for making it there. So it didn't skip the combat, but we get an extra 15.
That should have been the start
there?
of the video originally.
Oh, okay. Okay, was that the only part of that video, or do we got to watch the whole thing?
No, that was it.
Okay, so 15 XP.
So yeah,
Did you get that? No, you didn't get it the first time.
No,
even though
because
you
we got
survived.
10. We got 10 for surviving, and then so we got 15 for reaching the keep. Okay.
So I now have 40 experience points.
And then we get ambushed by the draconians. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
that's weird.
so we should continue that last video then before we go here.
Yeah. So I think we should be on this one now. We're going.
This is where the combat is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just somehow the order got flipped. It was supposed to be you get the 15 experience and then
after you beat them. Okay.
No, or maybe I don't know. It's not like do any of us level up off of it?
I mean, yeah, I'd be level 40. So, I'd have 40 XP. I don't know if there is a level.
It's 45 XP for
it's
the
45. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. So I don't think any of us have enough to.
Draconians are.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Little lizard people standing about 3 foot high each. They brandish rudimentary wooden spears and blow darts. They stand around you, pointing their spears at you, all chanting, outnumbering you 30 to 1. Kill, cook, eat, kill, cook, eat. And yet, they seem incredibly timid to make a move. Some of them will start to step forward, and the others will look at them encouragingly, and then they excitedly step back into line. And you gather after about 30 seconds of the song and dance that none of them are going to be courageous enough to make the first move. So, it is up to you. You have 3 choices. 1. Fingolfin can cast a confusion spell in an effort to make the Draconians turn on each other. You could also make a break for the castle wall, creating a diversion and breaking through one direction and trying to get yourselves out of being surrounded and having something protecting you from the rear. Or you can just charge, taking their cowardice as a sign of weakness. You could just charge straight into them and begin the battle on your own terms. Choose your fate.
I say we just charge it.
Yeah, let's charge.
They're a bunch of scaredy cats.
Yeah, charge.
I can't cast spells if I'm already on this kind of a condition without resting, I presume.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just charge.
Josiah.
You guys already voted. It doesn't matter.
Oh, my vote wasn't charged, but yeah.
Oh. Well, I think charging is fine.
Okay. Because mine was break for the castle wall, but yeah, 3-1. So, charge it is.
Looking about you, the Draconians have more fear than they have courage as they back into that circle, no one willing to take the first step in advancing in combat. So you do it instead. Each of you draw your weapons with a battle cry. You charge forward into the ranks. Slashing, hacking away, and casting spells, the Draconians flee. They are scattered in every direction, and it seems that you're winning the battle. Many of them begin fleeing into the trees, and you are left standing all across the battlefield outside this castle. Where are you going to go, and what are you going to do? Will you fire at them, holding your ground, or will you chase after them into the forest?
Do not chase. Use range.
Goblin war chant. Goblin war chant.
Okay, fine. Goblin war chant. I can't believe that's an option. He didn't mention that.
Luke
in the video.
didn't say it, so we got to do it.
It doesn't say it in the video.
Yeah, war chant for sure. It's time for a war chant. I mean, look at that. It's just a giant skull.
Sounds great.
War chant it is.
Grimbrick, you're in your heyday. Looking about, you see the Draconians fleeing in every direction, but you sense that this is too much of an intentional tactical retreat, and you, almost with muscle memory, you hold up your axe high and look about at your party, and you begin to chant in a goblin war chant, activating a deep guttural voice inside you. You call attention to yourself for both your allies and the enemies. You back towards the center of the battlefield, holding up your axe, and your allies look about, and they gather towards you.
Is Luke gonna
Suddenly,
throat sing?
you all hold your weapons up, standing back to back, and you see that the
Oh, that'd be
Draconians
great.
come back from the forest in double their numbers. It was a trap, and they were trying to lure you in. But now that they see you united, they know they have to face you. Marching forward with their spears at the ready, they back you up to the castle wall. This will be the fight of your lives. What are you going to do?
Oh, phalanx.
I really want to see.
Hilarious.
I know.
I thought I just started blasting.
I really want to
Yeah.
see the illusion personally.
I really don't want to use magic personally.
That's fair. All right.
Because assuming this still plays on some light D&D rules, more magic means passed out.
Yeah.
Fair. I did want to see the frightening illusion though, but I think we have like a slight range advantage with like a caster and being able to throw daggers and stuff. So I think we should start blasting rather than forming a phalanx and letting them close the distance.
Let's just start blasting then.
They are small.
Because I'm trying to think on it. Because I was able to use magic in the city, and it doesn't seem like the game is designed to keep track of the magic, so maybe I'm just hyping myself up.
Right.
So we could try the illusion if you all want to. I don't know
Be
if there's
scaredy
actually...
cats. So
No, it keeps track.
Oh, does it?
Oh, it keeps track.
Okay.
Let's just start blasting.
Okay, yeah.
we're
It's your
blasting.
final stand. Weakened from your battle, ready to fight, you begin using everything in your power to keep the Draconians at bay. And you take out 12. They are afraid, and they surge back forward in their waves. So many of them, they begin to overwhelm you, and Fingolfin, in a last-ditch effort, throws a fireball at the field. Perhaps in his weary state, he fires it a little too close, and your party is caught in the blast.
Oh my
boy.
As the field catches on fire, Draconians, they flee in order to keep it from spreading to the tree line. But you and your party, beaten and bruised and now burned, fall to your knees as the field around you burns, and you're not able to save yourselves from dying in the fire. It's a gruesome end to your tale, but perhaps you can try again and make it succeed. You've come so close to get to the end. Go forth, noble heroes.
Should have phalanxed.
No, the illusion was the correct response, probably.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty
I think
sure.
so.
I'm pretty sure the illusion is the answer, because I think if we do the phalanx, the result is relatively the same. So
Sure. Use the potion then.
yeah.
You open your eyes and find yourself staring up at the dark night sky, a thick blanket of clouds letting only a few stars peer in at you. You sit up. The field around you is singed, largely dark black and brown and crispy grass, and full of crispy dead grass. But you also see Draconians lied about, slain by weapons. There was a great battle that took place here, perhaps during the fire or after it was already put out. You look around and find that your companions are okay. You all stand up, and you see smoke rising from behind Lacan Keep's walls. You know there's more to pursue in this story. Proceed forward to find out.
Okay, so it doesn't make
A
you
chill
redo
runs
the
up your back
choice.
as you realize
just-
the sun has already set, taking with it the warmth and illumination it provided.
So you have 3 left.
All is quiet, except for the sound of burning within Lacan Keep. The drawbridge begins to lower. You exchange glances with each other. Something feels off, but all you can think to do is watch with anticipation and dread, ready for anything.
It's gonna be like some giant fucking festival. Oh. Well then.
Thing looks very spooky.
Hi, Megatron.
This concludes Chapter 1 of Choice RPG.
Oh.
Thank you for playing.
We died
we
right
did
at
it.
the end!
Or at the end of the video to proceed to Chapter 2.
We fucked up right at the end. So hold on, pause. I want to hear I want to see the voices.
Oh, that was Dylan.
So-
Holy shit,
No,
that's
I
incredible.
knew Slade was quite a few of those voices, but I couldn't identify all of them.
He was
I
the
knew
guy
Logan's.
Grim's ankles. He bit the ankles, and I'm like, is that
Yeah,
Dylan?
yeah, that was absolutely Slade, and then he was also the bandit.
Here, I'll play it at 0.25 speed.
Just mute it if you're gonna do that.
I like the slow music.
And then King Iron. So I was wondering if that was him as King Ironflesh, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Nick,
BB's
Logan, and Dylan voiced Yeah. This is not updated. You're all gonna be in the credits too.
We died right at the fucking end. So the illusion was probably the right choice then, huh?
I would think so.
I feel like it has to be, because then the phalanx has to have at least similar results, right?
Yeah, because it was just too much. We needed to scare him off, I think.